vitamins that are very good and healthy, and you will not feel it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes, I'll give you tips on that.
Do you know that the United European Gastroenterology education explains that the noise levels of fats are down to vibrations in the anal canal and buttocks as the air rushes.
What were you reading and researching the whole of yesterday or today? Is there anyone in your family with fatting issues?
I'm sure that
you're
info,
hinting.
but it's interesting info though.
No, it is, but some of it about the food part, I beg to differ.
Alrighty. Any other? Do you have any other angles? What's on your mind?
No, well, I'll come back to that. But it's very interesting, this information you're telling me. I just wanted to ask you what led, because you evaded that question.
No, I just thought...
Did you stumble upon something? Or when you're in high school? Is it that story you're telling me, how in high school you used to hold in all your fat?
No, what led to it is I was in a lift and someone unlashed a very serious smell, but we couldn't know who it was
because they're releasing.
The
You told people to be releasing.
Was packed, so I decided, all right, let me just go think about it. I decided to go and dig further and find out if I can get some gems out of that.
Alrighty, so I'll tell you very, very quickly about an amazing thing StarTimes is doing before we continue with those stories. So StarTimes offers you a unique festive offer. If you pay your monthly subscription, I'll tell you what will happen. In just, you'll be given an additional 2 weeks for free on a higher bouquet. Gift your family with a StarTimes gift, the ultimate gift. Get a fully connection, buy StarTimes satellite dish for only 2,999 shillings, or a decoder and a subscription for only 1,499. Remember also what you can do, which is a lot of fun. If you answer the question, which is the one program that you watch on StarTimes that is a true gift to your whole family, and you send the answer to 222, that is 22277. I'll repeat that. You send your response to 22277. You could win a chance to win a whole month subscription. So StarTimes is quite a treat these festive season.
To vote or to send my message? Terms and conditions apply.
You could tell somebody.
Because I have something that I usually watch. I would like to.
You could tell somebody who in Ikolomani. Yeah, you tell them, hey, bana, tuma hii number. Sufurisa hapa. No. It's not
22277.
What is that in Swahili?
22277.
22277 kwa Kiswahili ni nini? Mbili mara tatu alafu 77.
Uta confuse Waluya ukisema hivyo mbili mara tatu.
Aya 277. Yes. Yeah. So 222 in English, 77. So I'm very excited. I told you guys this Christmas, one of the things I'm doing in my house is that I'm already shopping for a Christmas tree. And then I'm going to decorate it. And then I'll listen to Christmas carols and watch a lot of shows. Are you inviting us? No, I just plan to do it.
That sounds like fun. Barbara, you're about to share some of the vipindis. Like me, I know some. There's one called Lost Hearts telenovela.
It is very nice, actually.
It's every Monday from 9:40 p.m. Monday to Friday.
I always find it ending.
Yeah.
Because by the time we leave here, I get home.
There is Nira, local Swahili drama on Rainbow TV, Monday to Friday, 7:50 p.m. And then for the guys who love sports, there's Europa Live, there's the Euro qualifiers, there's the Bundesliga, there's the French League One. I think you're going to enjoy your December, brother.
And then there's some telenovelas called Wildflower and Digging for Love.
That is absolutely right.
I'm such a sucker for those things.
You guys couldn't have said it better. So hit up StarTimes. Enjoy digital life.
You said the number is 22277.
22277. Such a party.
Fair enough.
Such a party. I want to tell you guys something very quickly.
Yes.
May I?
Please.
I was thinking about listening. All right. So one of the challenges I had a handicap for listening back in the day.
Yeah, I remember you told me.
But now 4 years in, my listening has improved. I don't have an ear problem. I just was very quick with my mouth more than I was with my ear. So I intentionally sat down and I said, now I'm going to listen. So I've been reading a lot about listening, and I've been thinking a lot about listening, and I try every other day when I can to employ new ways that I can listen better. So as people who I love, and also to the msikilizaji who I also love, I want to share some gems and tips on being a better listener. So very quickly, I want to speak about steps to effective listening. All right? As you already know, or would agree, genuine listening has become a rare gift. It wasn't just for me, but for a lot of people. The gift of time, some call it. Listening, Emmanuel, are you listening? Helps build relationships. It does not look like he's listening.
No, I'm listening.
In fact, I brought these because of you. Listening helps build relationships. Umesikia hiyo? Listening solves problems, ensures understanding, resolves conflicts, and improves accuracy. When you listen. As he's speaking, listening. At work, these are the advantages of listening at work. Effective listening means fewer errors and less wasted time. If you listen effectively in your workplace, msikilizaji ambaye nakupenda sana, if you listen effectively, you will less likely waste time and avoid errors. At home, as Barbara, you have Howie.
Yes.
It helps develop resourceful, self-reliant kids who are able to solve their own problems.
Yes.
So listening builds friendships and careers.
Yes.
It saves money and marriage. So I have tips. Very quickly, I have 4 tips I want to share with you about listening. If you're physically present, all right, these are tips to develop effective listening. If you are physically present with the person speaking to you or a speaker, face them and maintain eye contact. Barbara, you remember in the last class I said this?
Yes, you
so
did.
I'm repeating it again.
Yes.
The second thing you want to do, Emmanuel, be attentive but relaxed. All right? Be present. This is how to become attentive. You are present physically, all right? You're paying attention and giving attention. There is paying and giving attention. The other third thing you could do to develop your listening skills effectively, don't interrupt and don't impose your solutions.
Yes.
Anytime you interrupt when somebody is talking to you, a boss or somebody subservient to you in the hierarchy of the workplace, interrupting sends a variety of messages. One of the things interrupting does, it sends a message to the person interrupting that you're saying, I am more important than you are. That's what they are seeing and hearing.
Okay.
Number 2, when you interrupt, the other person gets, what I have to say is more important, more accurate, and more relevant than you.
Okay.
All right? When you interrupt, you're sending a message, I don't care about what you think. When you continue to interrupt, what you're saying is, this isn't a conversation, it's a contest, and I'm going to win. All right? So a big part of being an effective listener is avoiding interruptions. All right? Second last.
What if you have a burning issue?
No, you wait. You wait it out. You
That's
just, or even when the person pauses, he says, is it okay if I ask you a question?
Or you ask for
you ask
permission.
them. You ask them if it's okay. You don't butt in. All right? The second last one, try and feel what the speaker is feeling. All right? So try and feel what the speaker is feeling.
Yes.
So if I'm speaking, one of the things I've come to learn about listening over time, of the 4 years I've been practicing my listening, is empathy is the heart and soul of good listening. For instance, Barbara the other day was telling us a very deep story because I was feeling her words. She was saying about her ex-husband and how she relates with the child and how once you were called in school about the child. You remember that story?
Yes, I do.
And the child was crying about the dad. That is not a point for me to jump in and say, but the Barbara, leo nilikula lunch kweli? You see now?
Yes.
It is insensitive.
You need to
Right?
know what to say and when to say.
So a very effective listener employs a lot of feelings to what the speaker is saying.
Yes.
Not just hearing, you feel. All right? So you employ a lot
empathize.
of empathy.
Can I share a story now on my weight?
No, wait.
That's what
because
the
I'm
thing you are
about to
being
do
told.
the
Can
last
you
one.
listen?
I'm learning.
Then the last one, pay attention to what is not being said. Pay attention to what isn't being said. Pay attention to non-verbal cues. Listen to the tone, all right, and the cadence of speaker's voice. So, for instance, when I say, Barbara, how are you? And I normally say, Barbara, how are you? So when I come and say, Barbara, how are you? My tonality, pay attention to my tonality.
Yes.
So when I say, Barbara, how are you? I may be saying, just say fine and let me go. This is not a time to start asking me about my grandmother.
Yes. Or be so enjoy the pleasant.
Yes. So pay attention to non-verbal cues.
Communication.
All right. It's very, very important. So that a lady and a gentleman and you msikilizaji some of the things. I have a long list, but I'll share them in tentative shows. Yeah, but especially the one for interrupting.
Today he was hinting for us, me and Emmanuel. I think he just came specifically.
So what was your question, Emmanuel?
No, it wasn't a question. It was a story. There's a day I'd gotten arrested in Kajiado.
What did you? I'm sorry.
I won't tell you
No,
the backstory.
Eric, this is the part you have said. We need to empathize.
And then
Yes, communication cues.
And then I drove. I got out. Someone came and bailed me out, and then I had called a friend of mine. So we met. That guy was actually coming to bail me out also, but he reached. He was late.
Yes.
So I reached Kitengela, where I now met him, because now he didn't have to come all the way to Kajiado. So I met him there. Then I'm telling him, hey, Mazi, I was in there. They even took me to the cells, banner. Then he's like, hey, but there, have you seen the new Moti I've bought?
Yeah,
And do you have like
absolutely, and there's a lot of people who do that, Barbara.
So I'm like, what is wrong with this guy?
In fact, empathy really lacks. I remember an ex-girlfriend I used to date. I would share something that was very important to me. I think, I don't know if I've told this story. If I have, forgive my redundancy. But I said I was looking for a house, and then I found a house, and then I called her in excitement. I said, you won't believe it. You remember that lady who told me that flat is completely packed? So she just called her now and said, somebody is about to be kicked out because they've not paid rent of getting the house. I was just like, you have to be careful lest you're also kicked out. So that's not a good
she didn't know the
listener.
moment.
She did not
She
know
was not
the
enjoying the
moment.
moment.
Yes.
Yeah, she did not.
So
She was too sarcastic
yes.
for the moment.
So you can actually spoil a good thing if you're not an effective
Active
listener.
listener.
All right. Or I can come to you and say,
And maybe she was coming out from a very good place. It's just how she put it across.
the time was wrong. The
Mm.
time was wrong. So there are things you need to say. Like that guy maybe was excited about his car.
Yes.
But if he was an effective listener, he would know that your matter is more pressing.
Yes.
In fact, if he had talked to you
And
for another
even-
20 minutes, maybe at the 22nd minute he'd have
You'd be
said,
impressed.
oh, by the way, I got a car. Because now you would be satisfied with
And he would be
the
happy for
empathy
him.
is expressed, you know. So it's very important to employ a lot of empathy.
But
when
also,
you're listening.
when somebody gives you a listening ear, you should also give them also time to talk.
Yes.
You know, like sometimes I go home, if I find my wife there, then I pour everything that has happened in the last 5 hours since I came to the studio. Just, oh, and then Barbara this, then Eric this, and then so after like 20 minutes, I'm like, all right, so what happened on your day? You know, because now me, I've been talking for 20
Yes.
whole
That's
minutes.
very considerate.
So
of you.
maybe another skill you need to master is as in after you finished pouring out to this person who's listened to you, you also let them say something.
And
You know,
actually
it's
be
funny-
ready to listen, because
Yes.
majority of the people are not.
Yes.
They feel like I've said it, it's done.
You know, Barbara, I have a very close relative of mine, but I'm sure she might be listening to the radio.
So you don't-
So I will not say. But I was telling a friend of mine yesterday, I've not talked to her for a long time. So maybe 2 months. So I thought, hey, yesterday, let me call her and say hi. So I said, hi, how are you? He says, I'm fine. You won't believe what's happening to work. Oh my God. You remember the chick I told you about in? That chick was demoted. And then after,
But you don't call her.
she spoke for 37 minutes and 40 seconds. Do you know anything?
37 minutes.
I counted. Then I told
So
her,
you were
I have
saying,
to call.
oh,
I had to. I said, I'm sorry, I have
And
to
the one
go.
who
I was
called.
just saying hi. Say, okay, bye. So I thought that was very
She
insensitive.
didn't even know why you called.
Yes, I have a very considerate aunt of mine whom I love fervently. So when you call my Auntie Rose, she says, Eric, how are you? I say, I'm fine. I was just calling to say, Mimi Zuri, Mimi Niko, where? How is work? So she takes a keen interest
In
in
you.
you, and you feel that your airtime was used well.
Yes.
But people you call and they go into, sasa, okay, wacha hata umefanya vizuri kupiga.
Wewe.
Mama
Their
John sahi. Polisi wametoka hapa sahi. Cops were here.
And
She
you don't
was
even know
put.
I've called.
And I was like, see, you just wait for me to tell you. So listening is very important, even more than speaking.
Check it. Najua wewe ndio umenicall lakini skiza. So what happened was
You know, I used to think this is a problem only women have, but I'm very shocked that also men have the same problem.
No,
I think
we
it's,
belong to the